This scholarship will pay your full tuition fee and your living expenses for the whole period of your study. But before we get into it, if you are new here, you are welcome to my channel. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share and comment and help support my channel. Let's get started. Today we are at the London School of Economics and Political Science, and we are going to talk about the AKO Master's Scholarship. We are starting with the benefits, and it says there are 10 scholarships available. Scholarships covering full tuition fees and providing maintenance stipends. So you are going to get scholarships that covers your full tuition fee for the program and then provides you with a living expense each month. Then there are other scholarships that covers your full tuition fees only. These ones does not cover your living expenses, it covers the full tuition fee. Then we have eligibility, and it says applicants will need to demonstrate financial need and show they would not otherwise be able to attend LSE along with the following. So this scholarship is a need-based scholarship. You have to show that you cannot afford to pay your tuition fee or cover your maintenance while studying at LSE. Now the first eligibility is that you should reside in or be citizens of South Asia, Africa or Latin America. So if you are in any of these continents, you are eligible to apply. So Ghanaians, Nigerians, Pakistanis, Indians, Bangladeshis, if you are from any of these places, you are eligible to apply. The second one is you should be studying a 1-year third master's program from any of the following PBS master's programs. It means that before you apply to the scholarship, you should apply to a program at LSE. Now let's go down and see the eligible programs for this scholarship. If you are in any of these fields, you can apply. We have MSc in Behavioral Science, MSc in Organizational and Social Psychology, MSc in Psychology of Economic Life, MSc in Social and Cultural Psychology, and MSc Social and Public Communication. So if you are in any of these fields or you are interested in pursuing any of these fields, you can make the application. Then it says how to apply. Please find more information on our how to apply for a scholarship page. So let's click this. Here we have the deadlines, and it says the deadline for submission of graduate financial support application for students commencing study at LSE in 2025-2026 academic year is 24th April 2025. Now let's read the application process. It says once you submit your application for admission to LSE, you will be given access to the graduate applicant portal. This allows you to track all aspects of your application for admission and will include a link to the graduate financial support application. So after you've made your application, you're going to be able to access their portal, and at the portal you're going to be able to track how your application is going. That is where you're also going to find the link to the scholarship. Unless otherwise stated on the relevant scholarship page, all graduate study scholarships are applied for through the graduate financial support application. The information you provide through the graduate financial support application will be used to consider your eligibility for the graduate support scheme. If you complete the personal statement section of the graduate financial support application, you will also be considered for any other scholarships you may be eligible for. You do not need to submit a separate application for each scholarship. It means that if you make your application to the scholarship and you complete the personal statement you are supposed to, you are going to be considered for other scholarships if you are eligible. Now let's see how to make an application to the program. You're going to click on application for admission. Here is the how to apply section, and they've put together some information here. You can just go through it and try to understand what they mean. It's also going to guide you in your application process. It says, please read carefully the information in this section and follow the instructions given sensibly. This will help to ensure that everything runs quickly and smoothly. So you have to go through it. Now let's go to the most important parts down here. This is the part that talks about the online application. It says you will need to create an account in the online application system using your email address. So if you want to start the application, you can just click this link and then start. It says you should use the same email address for your application and any inquiries to us. You do not need to complete the online application form at one sitting. You can return to your partially completed application by logging back into the system using the email address and password you create at the start of the process. There's more information here, so you can just go through it and then read it. Then we come to the additional program choices. It says when completing your initial online application, You may choose up to 2 programs in order of preference. If you are applying for 2 programs, please submit a separate statement of academic purpose for each program. Your choices will be considered in sequence, and it is only possible to hold one offer of a place. So if you are offered a place on your first choice program, you will not be considered for your second choice unless you specifically request it. So when you're making the application, you can apply to 2 programs at a time. And you have to arrange it in order of preference so they know which one to consider you for first. Then this section talks about supporting documents. It says all applications must be accompanied by supporting documents. Some of these are required by all applicants, others are only needed for specific programs. Details of specific requirements are given on the program pages. So you're going to go to the program pages and check the specific documents you need for the programs. But here it says, use common sense when reading this information. We are being as clear as we can about our requirements, and there is no trick question or hidden traps. We ask you to provide the documents as requested, or as close to them as you can manage, so that we can make good decisions on your application. Don't overload your application with extra documents. The selectors won't have time to read them, and we really don't need them. Then it says, don't panic about the length of your statement of academic purpose or research proposal. Your statement of academic purpose should be typed and no longer than 2 sides of A4 paper. There is no fixed word limit, but we expect this to be no longer than 1,000 to 1,500 words. Some programs have specific requirements which are different to this. Please check the relevant program page for information. Then down here it says, please do not send supporting documents directly to departments as this will delay your application. Please remember that it is your responsibility to ensure that your application is complete, including both references, your statement of academic purpose and CV, your transcript, the application assessment fee, and where applicable, GRE or GMAT scores, your research proposal and/or your sample of written work. So with these documents, you have to check with your program to know the specific ones they require before you start making your application. So let's go and see the programs and how to make the application. Let's click the program pages. The programs are here, so let's just click this and see our eligible programs. So when you go through, you're going to find MSc Behavioral Science. This is one of the programs that was mentioned as eligible for the scholarship. So you're going to click this. This is the program page. We have the overview, the entry requirements, program content, why study with us, your application. So you can go through it and then read all about the program before you can start making the application. But we are going to check the entry requirements first. Please select your country from the drop-down list below to find out the entry requirements that applies to you. So let's go down. Then let's select Ghana. So you can just enter your country and you're going to find the requirements that apply to you. It says to be considered for admission to a third master's program, you would normally require a bachelor's honors degree 4 years in length from a recognized university where only a 4.0 GPA scale is used. We would normally require 3.3. So this is the requirement if you are a student from Ghana. It says that you want a scale of 4.0. Let's see the English language requirement. It says the English language requirement for this program is higher. Read more about our English language requirement. So let's click this. Now here it says you can meet our language requirements in the following way. So let's see the first one. You are a national and resident of Canada or one of the UKVI list of majority English speaking countries below whose first language is English. If it is not clear elsewhere in your application, please provide an indication that English was the language of instruction in your primary or secondary education. So it means during your application, you have to let them know that you used English in your primary or secondary education to be able to qualify for the language requirement. It says you have successfully completed an undergraduate degree of at least 3 years duration, a postgraduate third degree of at least 1 year, or a PhD in one of those countries listed below. So this is for the UKVI list, but here it says that please provide an indication that English was the language of instruction in your primary or secondary education. So even if your country is not in the UKVI list and English was your primary language of instruction in your country, you have to let them know to be able to prove your English language proficiency. Then the next one is you have passed a recognized English language test at the appropriate level. Our preferred tests are listed below. We expect you to reach the required level at a single setting of the test but may accept IELTS one skill retake at the discretion of the selectors. Then the last one says, if you are set an English language condition, you may be able to take an English pre-sessional course at the LSE Language Center. So this means that if you submit any of the qualifications and they decide that it does not meet their English language proficiency, but they are still going to give you a conditional offer, you are going to take a pre-sessional course at the university's language center. Now to make your application, you are going to click this and it's going to take us back to where we were earlier. Then we go down and look for the online application and then you click on this. Here is the application portal. You can just go through it and read it, but when you come down here, it says log in or create a new user. If you have not been here before, you are going to create a new user. So let's click this. Here you are going to enter your details. That's your name, your date of birth, your email address, and then you put in your password. After you've done that, you come down here and then you click proceed. You are going to create your account. After you've created an account, you can then start making your application to the program. Once you submit your application, you are going to gain access to the graduate application portal, and that is where you are going to find the link to the AKO scholarship. You make your application, you make sure you answer every question correctly. Make sure you submit the personal statement because they said that if you do, you can also be considered for other scholarships at the university. Good luck to all those who are going to apply, and I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment and help support my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.